two main bills, food safety bills that are up on the Hill. The most recent version of the bill that I saw had a lot of provisions in there to have the National Organic Program work with the various implementers of that legislation, if that legislation comes to pass, to make sure that any of the requirements do not violate the National Organic Standards, so that there were allowances for practices, the food safety protection practices that organic farmers are currently doing, to be part of that, so that there wouldn't be any conflict between that legislation and the current standards. So there's a number of different protections in there that they've put in that specifically address organic standards.
Well, thank you, and thank you for the call, Mike. Miles, this is Farmer Bill again, and I guess the question, you've been at this in Washington, that is the state of, and now Washington, D.C. for a year there, and a lot of your life invested in trying to make the organic standard workable for both the industry, the food industry, as well as those of us farmers that are trying to make a living at the practice and the arts of agriculture. And I'm kind of thinking of the famous Dr. Seuss question, if you ran the zoo, what would you do? In other words, if you were given carte blanche to actually create a perfect system, or one that would be more manageable and work best for the long-term post-petrochemical world that we ought to be thinking about in the future, how will you begin to formulate such a strategy?